welcome to another night of Lansigo. We are live on the stream. And I haven't really decided what I was going to do. I had played some Boros Feather with you guys last night. Also played that Ixalan event, which was really a lot of fun. And Debo's out doing some stuff, so I'm stepping in for him to cover his stream night tonight. Don't know how long we'll be on, but either way, it should be a lot of fun. I was thinking maybe getting down on a draft, taking a look at some of our decks and seeing if maybe couldn't play something that we had built some time ago. I might just go ahead and start off that way and see if some people join us here in the stream in just a little bit. So why don't we take it into a game of just traditional constructed for now. And try out this let's try out this green-white tokens deck that I'd put together some time ago. Green-white champion. Not a super powerful deck, but fun nonetheless. Or at least I think so. So let's try this out. See how we do. Yeah, we're really okay with this hand. Sapperling Migration on 2 is pretty much where we want to be. Temple Garden tapped. Tit for tat on that one. There's all the Sapperling Migration. Obviously can't pay the kicker costs, so grab a couple tokens here. Grab a couple tokens. Alright, let's play our forest. Got our 2 white sources. Let's just go straight to combat. Get some damage in there. Resolve a Legion's Landing. Histories can be backbreaking later. Totally backbreaking later. So, don't need to be afraid about holding on to those for just a little bit. Making sure that we have an opportunity to... Let's go to combat. See if he lets us attack with all 3. Well, he didn't really have a choice. We get to declare attackers before he responds. Interesting, nothing's happening here, isn't it? Maybe he's looking for a counter spell? Let's find out. Guess not. Interesting. Hitting him with tokens. And he's just letting us do it. I don't understand. Was he missing black mana there, or was he just looking for what we had? Trying to figure out what he was playing against. We didn't see him cast anything. We have to assume that it was some type of Is It Tribal... Or not Is It Tribal, but Is It deck, Arclight Phoenix, Drakes. I'm not sure, but if he was missing a color or mana there, that might be why he didn't cast anything at all. Okay, well, Shifting Ceratops has protection from blue. I'm going to drop 2 Venerated Loxodon for 2 Shifting Ceratops, and we'll go back that way. See what happens. See what happens. Alright, we'll keep that hand as well. This is exactly the kind of hand we want to keep. Temple card tapped. There's the black mana, so I was right. So some type of Grixis deck. The reason he quit was frustration, I'm assuming. Yeah, he gets the Woodland Champion. Pick up another plains. Popping another Thought Erasure on us. Hey, Spanky. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother. I'm playing this silly green-white tokens list, so... Thanks for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. Spanky's following. My man. Thank you, brother. And I would expect nothing less than for you to be judging every play I make. It'll probably go to great lengths. Well, he clipped the Benelish Marshal and the Woodland Champion with the 2 Thought Erasures in a row. So, see how that goes. Interesting.
With you, let's tidy up in there. Okay, I'm done.
Discarding 2. Grixis discard, huh? That's interesting. See if we can't clip him for 2 there. Expected something a little nasty. Kind of just peters out if we get our hand completely crushed right from the get-go. Lots and lots of discard, though. Well, we can't get there yet, so see if maybe we can just give him incentive to burn another spell, go to combat for 4. Do what we can because we have to. Interesting. Option to counter, I guess. Some type of removal. Okay. Definitely some time of instant speed removal here. Cast down the devil. Okay. Seems like an okay play, all things considered. What do you got for me, brother? Sure. Just a pile of removal and discard. Sure.
No, ever seen water burn?
Fire water burn. I think I have seen water burn. At some point, gasoline on top of it.
Fire and fury.
Gonna burn that Angrath on my 2/2 Knight token.
No fire, no
Just deal me some damage. It's acceptable too. Nice. It's a good draw. And the Butcher. Alright. Don't got enough for the kicker. Ah, well. Let's see what we can do here. Another Cry of the Carnera would be exceptional for him.
No fire, no steel.
Swinging the chains. Conclave Tribunal's pretty good here. That's not bad at all. I think we go ahead and just Tribunal. Tribunal.
I've weathered tougher
And
storms.
Wrath. See what he wants to do here. Sure. Okie dokie. Interesting thus far, this game. Alrighty. Concession, pretty weak opponent though, all things considered. My deck was kind of dirtling there for a while. I mean, it kept up a fair amount of tokens, but you know. Alright, we claim up Rise. Yeah, let's keep going with Green-White Champion, see if we can't actually get that Woodland Champion to go off. That's the entire reason I built this silly token deck, was just to see if I could try to abuse that. Granted, the amount of removal and completely obnoxious stuff that goes on, that might not be the case. Lots of removal. People play lots of removal these days. Spanky lurking in the chat. And Nate's here too. Hey, Nate. One land. I say we keep it. We can get there on 2 and just need to draw one more. Get there on 2, draw one more. Alrighty. Let's keep this up. Flower pull. Plains. Alright. A little bit of green. More green. Sun Petal Grove's good here. Yeah, go ahead and get some tokens going. Season of Growth worries me. That spell can be very, very good. If we start seeing white and red pop out here and we got that Naya Feather thing going on, could be trouble. But it looks like some type of mono green with maybe giant growths and who knows. Any number of really horrible things. Let's resolve a Marshal. Trying to put some pressure on him. Just takes the damage. Okay. Giant growths and might of the masses and okay, interesting pass. I might be playing against a really basic deck here. At least it kind of seems that way thus far. Generally on 5 mana mono green, you're seeing either Biogenic Ooze or Nissa or all manners of terrible things. I should have probably brought that into play untapped so that I could pump the woodland. Here's my first misplay, Spanky. Alright, let's see if they pump and block the Benelish Marshal. They do not. Color me shocked. Truly shocked. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. We should be able to overwhelm them pretty good though here. Probably should have resolved that other woodland champion first, huh? Misplay number 2. I'm going to keep sinking some damage. Yep, get 2 through and we can pretty much guarantee ourselves lethal next turn. Sure. My boy Spanky watching us play Magic. Oh, we've got options. Maybe some Rabid Bite or... Okay. Voracious Hydra's fine too. Fighting a creature. Thinking it's probably the Woodland Champion. Oh no, he doubled. Doubled the counters. I guess. Oh no, it costs 4 less to play, so he's getting a free cast. Or 4 additional counters. That's fantastic. That's horrifying. It's a very fortuitous draw off the top, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Nate, I'm good, brother. Thank you for asking. So when I target it, whenever a creature goes to target a spell, fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So buttons. So he's going to fight a creature, and then we're going to try to sink a bunch of damage. That is not the line we want to take, is it? We want to... History of Benalia. Pay 3. Bump the champion. And he gets to fight. He's going to choose the 3/3. Yeah, let's go ahead and Conclave Tribunal. All right. That's completely reasonable. Yeah, it's going really well, man. Playing this green-white tokens deck. Got a concession. Second opponent in a row that didn't like to go wide. So the great thing about these Hydras is almost all of them are susceptible to Baffling End. Really ends up being pretty good for us, actually. We'll put one of those back in. Go with 3 Baffling Ends, and why not another Tribunal? Just up the control just a little bit here. We'll try it like that. But yeah, going really well. Going really, really well. Kind of excited, actually. I picked up a bunch of new stuff for the stream. This should be here Thursday or Friday. I'm going to put some LED lights around the desk here and some stuff on the back wall. Kind of like do some shelves. Get like a front light so I don't have to use this overhead light here that's downstairs in the man cave. A Chandra Woodland Champion deck at pre-release. Oh my goodness, that sounds fantastic, doesn't it? So again, we got the flower, but we can't get it on turn 1. Double flower in order to get the 2 islands that we need to hit the Benelish Marshal. Let's try this hand. Nope, not a new hat. This is the same. This is the same Scabby Cabby hat. It seemed to really be popular, so I thought we'd just continue with the trend. You know, we could celebrate Spanky joining the stream and go with KC, Spanky KC. There we go. That's looking sharp. Oh, our turn again. Yeah, let's go ahead and definitely want to get the champion out there. So 4 mana up. A Woodland Mystic. Okay. Strictly worse than Llanowar Elf. Right? No new hat coming in for the stream. No, but I can, if we really want to do this and like make this funny, we can absolutely like buy. We can buy new hats and just be the hat guy in Magic. I don't know if that's really a trope that I want to commit to. I'd rather just like make the visuals better, etc. Get a bunch of like the frame assets and stuff created. It just takes time. All right, so white mana. And raise the alarm. Go ahead and do it. Just do it. Trigger. We'll probably keep that for next turn. Go to combat. If he's got a combat trick here, we're kind of screwed, but it's highly unlikely that he would. He did not display any combat tricks the previous game. But there's a chance. Okay. On to the next turn. Awesome. All right. Creatures you control have trample. So definitely one of those basic like entry green decks. If we're losing against this, I think that there's like legitimate cause at that point for us to be somewhat concerned with our performance. Probably going to take some trample damage here. But if he swings with that mammoth, he might be getting himself into a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit. We'll see. Hat say go. Yeah, I think the visuals are more important. Like, get some of the frame stuff around here, you know? And I think that like the on-screen chat's looking okay. We've got the Twitch notifications and stuff working, but there's some custom stuff coming for that. We've actually got a stream intro that should be up and ready to go before each of the streams. Debo really put some love into that. So, good stuff with all of that, I think. Coming your way. We're going to do some giveaways. Hopefully get an opportunity to collaborate with some of the big names here in KC. Work on some stuff. Yeah, definitely keeping that 8-8 back, isn't he? Well, I guess we'll resolve another Marshall. Make everything real big. I mean, we could just go completely ham here. I almost wanna. Don't you guys? Let's just do it. I'm going completely ham. Block something. Ham and pineapple. Okay. Damage is dealt at once, so... Boy, funny how math works out sometimes. That was really bad blocks on our opponent's part. Hey, all right. 2 wins, 0 losses. Yo, Slippy. How you doing, man? We're playing some green-white tokens. Here on Hat Say Go. A little bit of Hat Say Go. Alright, let's check out this pack. What did we get? It appears to be a temple. Can't really ever complain about lands, right? I mean, I guess you can, but... never get anywhere when you complain about what you crack in packs. Alright, 20 black or red spells, guys, so... let's see what we got going on. Let us see here indeed. Nice. I'm glad that we're all playing together. That's actually really cool. Okay. Oh, wait. I was playing a traditional constructed. I'm trying to earn my gold back here. Well, I already got my gold back. At least 3 uncommons. Let's see if we can't pull any more wins with green-white champion. I'm really liking this deck. Red Cavalcade's the good stuff, man. Debo was thumping kids at First Friday at Collector's Cash here in Kansas City last Friday. Like working him good. I lost my match against him as well. Just so fast. It has the potential to be really, really fast. That Chandra Spitfire can just lay you wide open. Just lay you wide open. Alright, let's see here. That is not... honestly, as much as it seems like it may be, that is not a keepable hand for what we're doing. And that's even worse. This is painful. No lander. So we should have kept that hand. Got them all again. Okay. Oh, man, I really want to keep that Marshall, but... Alright, we'll keep. We're gonna ditch the Marshall. And unfortunately, the Legion's landing. Alright, planes into Sun Petal Grove. Into Woodland Champion. Probably nets us some type of cast down on the end step here for sure. Look at him predict that. Incredible, folks. Little Leyline Prowler, Death Touch. That is just fine. Vraska Golgari Queen. Good start for them with the removal on the Woodland Marshal.
Casualty.
Sack another permanent, draw a card. You may, it says. Into... Yeah, Goblins is really good. The Spitfire is very, very good there as well.
We will not fail. Behold, nature's true power.
We may have already lost this game. And we have. I really want to be able to get to my sideboard in this match. Just to punish the heck out of them. And let's see where we can go with... that. And the flood commences. Draw your lands. Draw your lands and play them. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's fine. Tapped land's not where we want to be turn one, but we'll do it anyway. Or turn two, for that matter. But, alrighty. I feel like we just might be at a major disadvantage against a deck that's running like 8 Planeswalkers, Golgari, etc. So, let's Woodland Champion. Let's it resolve. And Dauntless Bodyguard, and see if we draw removal before the removal of the Bodyguard. More than likely the case. Yeah. More than likely the case. That's it. Cry of the Carnarium would be great here. Land Ritualist Soot would be exceptional. Good chance for all those things, I would say. Sure. Going for the history, I guess?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Beg for mercy.
Sure.
It seems
That's just
fortune
fine.
favors you. I've suffered worse.
Sure.
Witness the ties that bind us all. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
There we go. Did not like that. Gonna probably have to board into their removal. Definitely did not like that. Baffling End is fantastic here, I guess, because we're able to clip the lands that Nissa makes. So maybe we drop one Conclave Tribunal for another Baffling End. And one Sapperling Migration, just to go even heavier into the control archetype for this. All right, they're on play. Just get a 2-1 out there. I know we're not really getting the best value out of the card, but the 2-1 seems good. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, I think Debo's probably going to end up streaming tomorrow, and then we're taking Fridays off. I don't know. Again, stay tuned for the podcast tomorrow, but schedule's probably changing. Schedule's probably changing. Some stuff up in the air right now. My turn. Well, let's resolve the Woodland Champion. Draw that cast down before the end of the turn. Almost guaranteed. Okie dokie. Podcast comes out on Thursdays, generally in the morning. You can go to www.landsaygo/podcast, and you can see all 38 of our episodes there. There you go. I'll get you a link. There you go, brother. Yeah, absolutely, man. Actually gives you like a really great chronological idea of like where we came from, how this all started. All the conversations in history. I mean, going back in like magic history isn't all that hard. But we do a podcast every week. Comes out on Thursday. We put a lot of effort into it too. You can really... It's a good way to get to know us. All of us as well. So we venerated Loxodon here and absolutely tap out our creatures to pay for the Loxodon. Pop down some tokens. Resolve a Legion's Landing. I probably could have done the Legion's Landing first. And got a token on the Vampire as well. So, another error in my play. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, I'll search for a basic land card. Go with the Forest. Pass to attackers. That seems really silly. I guess I'll deprive him of... Got a combat trick here, I guess? Okay. Sure. That is just fine. Well, let's get out another Dauntless Bodyguard. And a couple Saprolings. And end my turn. Gotta commit to the line. Bust out the scroll. Send them. Flip the landing. He doesn't get priority back until I declare attackers. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's fun. Sure. Little does he know he's in a pretty bad spot here. No blocks. Got the ambusher. Makes me wonder if we should have binding that. Since he is playing them on flash, there's almost guaranteed more than one of those in his deck. And no attacks. Well, he can't remove the counter from it. Not very easily, anyway. He's like a sold on it. Okay. I mean, that is fine. Just put a token into play. Okay.
I require servants. Your toy. Putrid, but effective. I will rise again.
Just feint the attack at him. That's really funny. Alright, let's see what that last bomb in his hand is. No bombs, huh? Some type of removal, I guess. Okay. Trades him off. Maybe I should have flowered for the additional land so I could have cast both in case I don't draw. Putting some tokens on the blast zone. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Popping that blast zone, getting them both back. Oh, that's the game. I wasn't even paying attention. That is the game. Definitely the game. Well, there's our first loss with green-white tokens. Kind of a silly deck. A little underdeveloped to be playing against Vraskas and Nissas and Liliana's. Just not tuned for that, really. I mean, it can get there, but the right amount of removal, for example, Assassin's Trophy, a cast down, 2 Ritual of Soots in the first 8 turns, that's a good way to deal with our deck. Then again, it was third round. No complaints here. Let's see if we can get any more wins on this traditional constructed line here. With green-white tokens, and then we'll flip it up. Sure. I'll play anything. Not picky. Well, this could be exceptional. Alright, Pitiless Marshal starts taking some damage. Down to 16. Search for Iskanta and scoop. Okay. Missed a land drop. Figured he was too far behind already. So, search for Iskanta. I'm smelling definitely some type of enchantment control for sure. Let's drop 1 Conclave for 1 Ixalan's Binding. And protection from blue is a problem for us, so let's go with the 2 Shifting Ceratops as well. Yeah, I'm really excited. Next time you guys see me streaming, I'm going to have some real enhancements to the visual flair. Debo and I are going to start really putting a lot of time into the screen frames and the notifications. And then we're going to make a massive push through socials and start doing some giveaways and stuff to hopefully drive that follower base and get people on board with us. And you kind of got to pay people off or give them incentive to at least tune in or give you some follows and see if we can't grow it that way. It seems like a really good way to be growing our base, you know. Temple of Silence. Off the get-go. So we've got Esper here. Hero of Precinct 1. It's about what I would expect. So we can expect Tyrant Scorn or Cast Down. Definitely some type of control. Oh, Thakaya, even better. A little less per hero action. Interesting here. So we are able to go a little more wide than them. Okay, well. I was thinking maybe Big Teferi would get us there, but guess not. Adonto the First Fort's just such a resilient little card. Little lifelink tokens every turn. Pretty doggone good.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. I've got it.
And we know they don't main board counter spells here. So Or maybe they do.
That's the plan.
Well, we've definitely still got a crack at the game here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He's getting a scry trigger. Okie dokie. Sure. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, Slipknot. Good to have you back, my friend. And this may be a really bad move on our part, but I feel like we have to respond to the fact that they're outpacing us on the board, and we need to be dealing damage. Let's see how they respond to this. Okay. Sure. Why not? What a grind. Man, I'm ready for Team Teferi to rotate out. Team Teferi a go-go. Sure. Gain some life. Kill my token. No bouncing the removal to your hand, sir. With your Teferi. Hero of Precinct 1. I think we just have to resolve the Marshal here, if we can. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, it's so bad I don't have an additional mana there. So bad I don't have an additional mana there. 38 cards left in my deck. And again, Adonto the First Fort's really going to help us get there, man. I'm telling you. We could just constantly produce blockers. Constantly. No blocks. Absorb a little damage here. Homeboy plays a land. Go to combat. Send him some damage. End the turn. Oh. Try to grind this out with Esper Hero again. Esper Hero playing traditional constructed games. All right, my friend. Oh, passed to the end of the combat. That's my fault. Sorry about that. Dragging on the game here. Come on, green-white tokens. Well, let's put a token into play. It's just going to pass the turn back to us. Can't miss the opportunity. There's some shenanigans. Instant speed there is really good for us. Can do it at the end of the turn and then flourish. Well, let's go to combat full again. That's what we do. Going for the blocks? Okay. Trading them off a little bit. Must have some type of wipe in hand, I'm thinking. Maybe. Okay. Just lets the damage. That works for me. Ritual hero. Okay. Hero Precinct 1 with Fairy. Tucking the history of Benalia, I'm assuming? So, end of turn, we Adanto the first fort and raise the alarm. And then have the opportunity to... Okay.
No time for a
Draws a card. Looking for a wipe. Pass to attackers. Into combat. Resolves. During the end step. We go ahead and Adanto here. And raise the alarm. Pump it up. Cast Flourish. And attack this guy. Good game, my friend. Yep, that's still lethal. Got him. Got him. Right on. All right, what do we get? Swirling Torrent. Choose one or both. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. And an Intraplanar Beacon. All right. Let's see here. 1 rare and 2 uncommons at 3 wins. So 1 more loss. We'll get at least one rare. 2 uncommons there as well. Let's see here. How about some... Well, let's keep going with green-white tokens here. Not playing too poorly for us. Not bad at all, actually. Slipknot ducked out on us, Nate. You still there? Anybody else in the chat wants to say hi? Feel free to lurk. It's fine. You don't have to say hi. Hi, Spanky. Hey, buddy. Hey, Nate. Spanky says hi. Oh, man. I want to keep it so bad, but I can't. All right. All right, we can make this work. Well, I guess we tuck the Loxodon on here, don't we? No. Because I never get to resolve the Dauntless Bodyguard ever targeting the Woodland Champion. They see the champion and they just nuke him. Just like that. Maybe we drop the flower here. But I may need the land. I'm going to drop the bodyguard. Hey, just try it. Try to get there. See what we can do. Alright. So clearly, we should have dumped the flower. Get the champion. Pick up the planes here. Picking up the planes. Ooh, ooh. Alright. I'll stop. Woodland champion. We got black. Oh. Looks like we're playing Field of the Dead. We got to move fast. I have like 0 answers for that for escape shift. Red. What's going on here? Boros Guild Gate. A guild summit deck? Gates? 1, 2. 1, 2. That's 5 colors. 5 color gates. What in the actual F is going on here? Alright, so Sapperling migration. Trigger. Go to combat. Stick and perform. Give him the old 1-2 buckle my shoe. And we'll save that flower flourish. In case we can get to a kill switch here. Be really nice to find Gates is back. 5 color gates nonetheless, sir. Oh my.
I know my responsibility.
That's problematic. So he tucks Woodland Champion into Fairy Dies. I mean, I think that's...
Here we go.
Okay. Never understood that. I mean, I guess I get it. Let's go to combat and just... Take care of Teferi there. Resolve the champion again. Play the 2-2 and convoke. Damn it. Yeah, that was much better. Thanks for the tip. Pro status. Pro tip. That's actually a much better line of play. That was a much better line of play. So he elects to tap the Boros Guild Gate, draws a card here. I mean, I don't know what good that is either. I don't know what he would have cast at instant speed that would have been damning for us. I mean, and now I'm finding myself wasting the next turn for the Venerated Loxodon. That would have been a much better line of play, the 2-2 and convoke. I think I have to convoke now anyway. How many guild gates are in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, a gate's ablaze. That's bad news bears. Yeah, maybe just the one once. Good call. I mean, Gates Ablaze is going to wipe our board, and if he's got it, he's got it. So... I mean, Ram's pretty good here. There's all kinds of heinous stuff that goes... You guys remember Gates, of course. I don't need to tell you about that. Gatebreaker Ram. Gates Ablaze, real bad for us. And so far, it's all Gates. Luckily, we got 3 Demystify on our sideboard here and just start popping those. I can't for the life of me believe that he wouldn't have a Gates Ablaze right now. And that's basically an auto scoop for us without an active Adanto. Just weird. Really?
I've got it.
Not a good draw for us. It was a great draw. I mean, I think we flourish here and just get it in. Yeah. Let's just do that. Just get it in. Go deep. Now we're in trouble. Okay.
Might be a bad idea.
So your sorceries can be cast with... There's the Field of the Dead. He's got the 2 green sources. We scape shifting right now. So he's going to scape shift on my attack step. And let's see if he does that. We can double convoke here. Let's go to combat, see if we can kill him, or if he's going to cast Scape Shift. And he's going to cast Scape Shift. We know that. We know for a fact this guy's casting Scape Shift right now. Oh, even worse. Even worse. We're in kind of a bad spot now.
Here goes nothing.
So field gates. Gates of the dead. All right, let's scoop it up and get to the sideboard. I don't know. Well, I don't know. We're pretty far behind. Yeah, let's get to the sideboard. See if we can't get a better opener. With our green-white tokens deck, taking the meta by storm. All right, so Dauntless Bodyguard. Go some Prison Realm. Demystify is going to help us with his tempo. Ixalan's Binding helps us with those returns onto Fairy. I don't know that Baffling End really helps us here. Let's just run it like that. See how it goes. Yeah, but I'm going to start building a playlist, get a little music player going in the screen. Like up here at the top, and kind of do some of the stuff here. There's a local card shop that I'm going to talk to about maybe putting their logo and stuff out there, and see if maybe we can get them to be friendly. I don't know that it would hurt. Let's see here. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. I guess it curves all right. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's not a joke, though. That's not a joke, though. If you're being self-deprecating, it's lost on me because you actually do have that, so. All right, so we go Woodland Champion. Spiral into another land. Yeah, we're going to get some good damage here. Well, Demystify was a good choice. You may get to draw one card off of that, sir. Only one. Damn! I say we go ahead and bind it. Just go ahead and bind it. Bind it good. We can sink 5... 8 damage right now and have lethal for next turn. Or we could bind it and go for 6 and try to go for the long game on the Guild Summit. I think Ixalan's Binding's better if it's a fairy here. And... jeez, does the drawing the card really matter at this point? Probably. I'm going to play the Marshal. And try to sink some damage while I got it. Gates Ablaze is going to be bad. It's going to feel bad. But the champion will survive. Playing a Gatebreaker Ram here is really bad for him. If he's got the Gates Ablaze, he has to cast it, right? That's the guaranteed way to survive. Well, that ain't gonna help. Well, I guess it is. So land into play. Well, okay. I mean, consider me truly shocked, actually, that there was not a Gates Ablaze cast there. Okay. So you're drawing cards. Alrighty. A little too fast for him there. So the Demystify was good. But how good was it? We saw a Gatebreaker Ram come out. We saw some Teferi. So we definitely need answers for Teferi. Conclave Tribunal will get us there. Ixalan's Binding will get us there. Let's just run it back and try it again. See how it goes. I think we're in a pretty good position regardless. The Baffling Ends may be good, but you know, if he starts dropping the Gate Colossus, Baffling End just goes dead. I think that's absolutely a keeper. We'll run with that hand. T1 landing. Yes. Another Ixalan's Binding. First, we got to get there on the mana, folks. So it's sinking some damage. You can put the Woodland Champion out of reach of the Gates Ablaze pretty quickly here, actually. We want to flip this Legion's Landing as soon as possible. That little engine that gets going with the Adanto, the first fort. Pretty superb. And he's going red source here. Yep. You know, maybe we... boy, that feels real bad. We've almost got to... We've got to commit to... Fuck, I should have cast the... Fuck! It's a good old-fashioned bonehead. Hey, Spanky, thanks a lot, man. I'll be in to talk with you shortly. I hope you have a great night. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully the swear words weren't heard by a little man. My bad. Boy, that was dumb. Nice, Banks. Well, let's sapperling migration again. Your ears, Nate. Teferi, the time raveler. Yes. Yes.
Trucker, I have a plan.
Bounces my token. Plays a gatebreaker ram. And I still can't get there. So I have to flower at this point. Grab a plants. This is hilarious. It's really funny. Sure.
That's more like it.
Prison Realm. Love it. Sure. Sure. The way he's dumping his hand, he must decide that he's got a tremendous advantage on us here. No blocks. Just a tremendous advantage. This is not going to feel good. Bink.
I won't let you win.
That's pretty funny.
I'll protect you.
And he's going to try. That's pretty funny. Circuitous root. Yes. It's quite circuitous. How crippling is the double Ixalan's binding going to be on both the Gatebreaker Ram and the Teferi Time Raveler? You decide. You decide. We lost the first game, though, here, didn't we? So let's pay for again. And he's got an opportunity to respond. He may have negates.
We will meet again.
And we got Teferi. Interesting. Molto interessante. I think at this point, just for gits and shiggles, we get back our Dauntless Bodyguard. And then we cast a Dauntless Bodyguard. And we have to commit to our line of play here, right? And a history of Benalia. And let's see what happens. Bink! Okay. Trying to keep that Legion's Landing from firing for sure. That's acceptable. Drops a guild summit. Sure. And the turn. Create a token. Not getting out of your turn without me creating a token, bub. Down to 5. Prison Realms the 2/2. Things looking pretty grim here for our opponent. Little Field of the Dead. GG. Oh, guess not yet. Looks like we're going to maybe get a game here, folks. We got one. Oh, we got one into game 3. Oh, no. Hey. We won again.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
Anybody need an R set? You guys can have this one. Got there again. 1,700 gold. One more win. Double our money and then some and grab a couple rares. Sounds pretty good. Traditional constructed with green-white champion. This little doozy looking really good. Really, really good. Play another. We'll play first. Or not at all. Really unfortunate, but we have to mull this hand. And that, on the other hand, is totally keepable. Feel like we bend the flower. No, we'll bend the bodyguard. Bodyguard's not as purpose-driven for us when we do not have an active Adanto the First Fort online. So Temple Garden, Stomping Ground, Woodland Champion. Hopefully that survives the lightning strike or the shock. Okie dokie. So this looks like Naya Feather to me. Probably a pretty good chance that that's what it is. Raise the alarm. Trigger, trigger. And go to combat. It may not be Naya Feather. We may be looking at Jund Dinos. Nope. Nope. Probably a pretty good chance it's Naya Feather now that we're seeing Naya colors. And there's the Dreadhorde Arcanist. So we called that for sure. Called that for sure. Combat Convoke seems pretty good here. Or, yeah, we've got the opportunity to do it all, so. Based on Spanky's suggestion from the previous game, thank you, Mr. Spanky KC. Yeah, he's going to need something. Okay. Well, leaving ourselves in a pretty good position here for a Benelish Marshal and some really, really heavy swings next turn here. No blocks. I mean, I don't know if he was looking for a second white source or what was going on there. Another Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay. So we resolve the Marshal. And we go to combat full. Still lethal, bub. Still lethal. Alright. So we got game one on Naya Feather. We know that the Conclave Tribunals can be pretty good, and that Venerated Loxodon clearly helps us get the job done. Let's drop one of the Dauntless Bodyguards. One of the Flowers. One of the Conclave Tribunals for 3 Baffling Ends. And Kraul Harpooner can be exceptional for us here. Unfortunately, we're not really dealing with enchantments. That's the problem. Is we still need creature control. And I like the idea of Ixalan's Binding. So we'll go 1 Ixalan's Binding. Drop a Baffling End. Go with another Ixalan's Binding. Even though that may be too slow. That actually may slow us down too much. But we're going to run it like that for game 2. Check it out anyway. Let's see what's going on. That is not a keepable hand. And we're going to have to make this work again. Pitching the Dauntless Bodyguard, unfortunately. Think about Naya Feathers. This deck can curve out really, really well at times. Really well. Season of Growth starts getting really, really bad too. Raise the alarm at instep. If he's able to resolve another white source, play a feather, raise the alarm at instep, and conclave tribunal. Okay, enters tapped. Oh, it doesn't enter. It does enter tapped. He gains a life. Season of Growth. Another Season of Growth. Okay. Pass attackers. Not quite. That's unfortunate. Pop him for 2. Get in with the old deuce deuce. Sweeping with the flames. That felt terrible. Catching the old mana bone here. There's Feather. He's not going to be targeting him for anything this turn anyway, so. He really wants to be able to get that little draw card engine going, though. And he's not going to be able to. Feather is the gone. 10th District Legionnaire is just as good, though. And we are in trouble with the double Season of Growth for sure. That might be cause for Demystify. Okay. No targeted spells, I guess, right now. Dropping the History of Benalia's is good. Nice. That'll do it. Draw, draw. Things should get out of hand pretty quickly here, unless we can draw a land. Drawing a land with the Ixalan's Binding still technically could get us back in the game, but I guess we can Conclave Tribunal the 10th District Legionnaire. He might have chosen the wrong one. He might have been going for God's Willing and trying to get the protection from white. Or maybe he's got a God's Willing. Okay. So we got the Conclave Tribunal. I would expect him to resolve another creature here. Yep. Man, that land for the Ixalan's Binding would have been great. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get there. Our opener was way too slow. So he's probably got a God's Willing in hand at this point, and we did not draw land. So, unfortunately, we need to go to game 3 here. See if we can get 5 wins out of this green-white champion deck. And let's tune this a little bit better. We've probably got some better options here. So, let's drop another Conclave Tribunal. It's too slow. Bring in the other Baffling End. We need to kill his card draw. So, drop all the bodyguards, go with the Demystifies. Drop 1 Venerated Loxodon for another Conclave Tribunal. And let's run it like that. See if we can get there. Win or lose, this will be the end of our night. Hopefully it's a win. Get 5 wins with green-white champion. That would be exceptional. Of course we'll take the play. That is a totally keepable hand. We are keeping. The Flame Sweep really did us in, though, didn't it? Sapling Migration, or History of Benalia would be fantastic here. Raise the Alarm. Any of our token generators would be just excellent right here. Well, we go Sunpetal Grove. Let's go Benelish Marshall. And start swinging. Definitely going for feather here. Gotta resolve that feather. Ouch! That is a problem. Can't even convoke it off. Go full on hellbent here. Got to commit to the line. Sure, why not? Gideon Blackblade's pretty good.
Prime day for justice.
Into a Reckless Rage or a Dominant Ambush? Nice. Well played.
I will lend you my strength. Prepare for battle! That was a good hit. Share in my light.
Deafening Clarion, Flame Sweep, Flame Sweep. Kicked it right over to a Gideon Naya deck. And got us. 2 losses, could not get 5 wins, but we got our money back. And at least 1 rare card here. So let's claim our prize and see what we got. Look at that, 20 gems, because we already had that rare. Or I guess, maybe. Unmortigo. Ocarina Assassin. And some gems. Nice to get some gems. I like that. Well, my friends, if you are here with us in the stream, I really appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. Debo should be back and live tomorrow for some more games. Please go out to www.landsego.com. Join us there. You can see all our stream recaps. We post them after each one of the streams. You can always sign in on Twitch. Go to the sideboard on Facebook. Please give us that follow. And do stay tuned to our socials. Lansego1, at Lansego1 on Twitter. We're going to be announcing some giveaways and some community interaction events. And the more you tune in each week, you should see consistent upgrades, not only to our stream, but to the way that we're able to interact with you guys. So again, if you're still here, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us. And I hope you guys have a great night. Good night, Nate. Thank you for tuning in as always, my friend. See you soon.